Hello, hello. What is up, you guys? It's your girl Untamedzillaaa. Here we are again. You already know. Just finished filming a TikTok video. Get ready with me so you girlies can see. So I'm back here again. I just want to say and talk with y'all girlies. This retrograde definitely did its thing. Okay. Might get a little TMI-ish here. I don't know. You girlies. A lot has happened. A lot has happened in these months. Um, First off, I apologize. I feel like I always have to apologize because I'm not consistent with this, and I told myself I have to be more consistent with these videos, with how I make them, with how get creative, I guess. Um, but anyways, your girl is in her self love journey. Um, how is that going? It's not easy. It's not easy loving myself when I definitely lost it when I was talking to SP. SP is specific person. This specific person, they definitely took my spark. And I'm just trying to get it back. Um, that ended 2 weeks ago, and do I miss this specific person? Yeah, I do, but I don't need that. I don't. Like, one thing, girls, if you're watching this, I'm 26, and I just want to tell you, girlies that are younger than me, men will never learn. And I'm saying this, I just have this very not such a good perspective on men right now. There's a bunch of DL men. It's wild to me. Like, I was talking to one, and I just wanna tell you girlies, do not lose yourself in these men because they are not worth it. That's something I'm learning right now. They ain't worth it. Yeah, that I don't even know what to say, y'all. Like, all I can say, maybe I'm delusional, but all I can say is that this person is, I know they're thinking about me, and I know they fumbled, but what is done is done. He decided to know, I just wasn't it, and not that, but he just didn't want to communicate and be a man and be accountable for his actions when I gave him a chance and I communicated to him what was bothering me, but he would make it the problem or make me the problem. And, I hit my limit. Not necessarily like with me not having feelings for him because I still do. Even though, we're completely out of our lives. Like, what is done is done. Um all I'm gonna tell you girls is that these are some pointers and some red flags I definitely would tell you to watch out. Um One of them is them hiding a lot of stuff. Very mysterious. They don't ask for your Instagram, they don't ask for your Facebook, they don't ask for your social media. They only want your number. Every time you bring it up, they're like, I just don't feel comfortable you following me and me following you. It took probably like almost a year for me to get his Instagram, and that's because I followed him first. And don't do that. Don't follow a man first. They gotta follow you first. I mean, yeah, I have my people, like if they're gym rats and they have useful workouts, or they do something that is interesting to me, then I go ahead and follow them. But from personal experience, don't do that. Okay, girls, another thing, my piece of advice for y'all. Okay, piece of advice that I'm giving you girlies is that if you get butterflies around a man, run. That is not your man, okay? That is for the streets. There's a reason why we have an intuition. There's a reason why, you know, we pretty much get warned to not do it. But we're used to this. Like we saw it growing up. We saw it in novelas. We saw it in very very toxic like Mexican novelas. Like. But even though, yeah, I get it. I love the chemistry with a man that makes me get butterflies. I love it. I think that's what me and this specific person had. Very good chemistry. But beyond that, it was nothing else. Like, never asked me what my favorite color was, never showed interest in me, what I liked, what I was about. It was always, I can't really say the word here, but you already know. It was always that. It was always, I want to do this with you and I want to try this and this and this. You already know the lingo. If they're just talking about that, red flag. If they're just meeting you for that, red flag. Mm, I do believe I was going out with a narcissistic man because I felt like he was always like making it like it's so crazy how good they like brainwash you and have you under their control because I felt like he wanted to control me. Like he saw so much in me, like my potential, like how I confident I was, how I raised men and women up. And I know he didn't like that. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out with her, but I'm gonna destroy her. I'm gonna make sure I bring her down. That's what I caught from him. Now that I'm 2 weeks no contact and you get a sense of clarity. I did accumulate myself in a way because I was begging him to be in my life. I was calling him. I was willing to even, leave my family and like just move out with him. And he was a military man, so that already says a lot. I'm not trying to say all of them are like that, but it ain't easy, girl. If you're already on that, just ain't. Um, I mean, he was hot. He was hot. I ain't gonna lie. To me, everyone says he's ugly, but to me, he and I had. I'm not even gonna get in detail here because I don't want to get removed. But he never really had time for me to talk. It was always texting, and to me, that's a red flag. He did have Snapchat, that's a red flag, and he also worked as a security guard on 6th Street in Austin. So I kind of got myself in lost cause right there, you know? Did I enjoy it? Yeah, well, it lasted. It was nice. It was good. But after that, it just went shit. It just was lies after lies. He's told me that I'm toxic, that I'm crazy, that I gaslighted him, I manipulated him. It had to end during retrograde, though. I feel like it was meant to just end. I don't think he's over me. I don't think he ever will be. Maybe I'm delusional, maybe I'm not. But I think it's time for me to like improve myself, become a better person, be more motivated to do things, get out of that like low state of mind or negative state of mind. I'm trying to be more optimistic or just more chill about life and not really think because what you think you attract, and I really don't want to attract any more like negative things. If anything, I want to work through that. But yeah, girls, it is not easy out here. Dating apps, yeah, yeah, they're interesting. Um, it's just wild. I feel like he was reflecting parts of myself, really dark parts of myself that I haven't fully healed from, and I was reflecting parts of him that really triggered the fudge out of him. Like, girl, I told you. But the chemistry was tea. It was definitely a toxic love. I ain't gonna lie, and it was an impossible love. I guess I don't know. I mean, I did see him at times like me, but I don't know. If I'm questioning it, it probably wasn't even anything. It was just one sided. I was doing all of it. I was, but obviously he's gonna make me look like a bad person to everyone else, right? One thing I did notice, he always liked white girls, and I was the first Hispanic girl, and to me that just didn't sit right. I don't know. I don't think he really necessarily wanted anything serious with me. He would just wanted to experience me because of like being Latina. You know how white men are. They just love to experience like different races before they actually commit to a white woman. I don't know, guys. I shouldn't even be saying that, but that's just my experience. I'm not saying it's like that. Anyways, I shouldn't even. I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna just definitely crop that out. Um, but yeah, like once you let go of stuff, that you were attaching to so long, it wasn't good to you when you feel like you feel so much better about yourself. You may be going through it, you may be, going through the signs of a breakup and like crying and you feel like you can't live without them. I've been there. It was way worse. Now I'm healing from that and taking my time. But you can really tell when someone is taking your energy because you stop trying with yourself. You lose yourself. You try to make them happy instead of following what makes you happy. Because if a person really loves you, they're gonna love who you are and what you do. They're gonna want to motivate you and support you and be there for you. They're not gonna push you away and make it a big deal when you talk and speak up and tell them, hey, like, I don't like that you do this. I don't like this and that. There was times where this specific person made me feel like a doll. Like I couldn't say anything that he didn't like. I couldn't, I had to do what he would tell me. Like that's how it started feeling to me. Like very like I control you type of vibe. You have no say. Like that's what it was feeling like. But obviously this person would give me affection and like which would make it like it gets you in this really weird like you're just confused like but you're like, oh my god, they hug me, they kiss me, they say they love me, like and yeah. No, my light. Oh my god, guys. Anyways, um my light died. My light died. But I hope you guys liked this little small video I made, and I apologize the conversation was getting deep, but there's definitely going to be a part 2. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and stay for more videos.